Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Gummy, and today we're back once again for another Minecraft statue tutorial. This time I'm going to be changing it up slightly with the theme, and we're going to be doing one that I've seen a few people request, and something that's kind of been blowing up in popularity recently, and that is the Piggy series from Roblox. So I'm not going to spend too long getting into kind of what it is. If you're unaware, please feel free to go ahead on YouTube and look at the millions of videos that are talking about it, but I'm assuming by the fact you're watching this video, you know what it is, you love it, and you're ready to build a really awesome statue. So before we begin the tutorial, I'm going to give credit to SatoriBlader, so I'm going to leave information in the description below, go check them out, who helped me with this design, and again, it's a really, really awesome design. So before, again, let's get into the blocks you're going to need for the statue. So you're going to need red concrete, red wool, white terracotta, oak planks, red concrete powder, black wool, black concrete powder, magenta terracotta, pink terracotta, light grey terracotta, oak wood stairs, spruce wood stairs, and also oak trap doors. So again, I'll give you guys a second to pause here, grab them blocks into your inventory, and then we'll get straight into building. Just before the video starts, I want to do a quick little plug. If you do enjoy my content and want to support the channel, please consider using my support a creator code in the Fortnite item store. That is GUMMMYYY, so Gummy with 3 M's and 3 Y's. This applies to all purchases on the item store. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me create more regular content for you guys to hopefully enjoy. Okie dokie, so just like we do on the normal statue tutorials, we're going to start off with the front side of the legs. The front side of the legs, once again, is going to be a 12 by 8 rectangle. We're going to be going layer by layer, left to right, and again, after every single layer, I'll back up, give you guys an opportunity to pause, and please do use that opportunity. Just make sure we don't get further in the video. You kind of messed up early on, and it just makes your time a lot less fun. So anyways, as I said, let's get straight into building. We're going to start off by placing on the left side 3 red concrete, 2 red wool, and 3 red concrete. So again, that is layer number 1. Layer number 2, we're going to place 8 red concrete. So again, layer number 2 is 8 red concrete. For layer number 3, we're going to place 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 4 red concrete, 1 red wool, and 1 red concrete. So that is layer number 3. To cap this off, for layer number 4, we're going to place nice and simple 8 red concrete. Then for 5, 6, and 7, we're going to do the exact same. So it's going to be 2 red concrete, 1 red wool, 2 red concrete, 1 red wool, and 2 red concrete. And as I said, that's going to be for layers 5, 6, and 7, so feel free to repeat that twice more. As you can see, I'm doing on screen right there, in a really bad way. So that is, again, the first 7 layers. For layer number 8, we're going to do 1 red wool, 6 red concrete, and 1 red wool. And we're going to repeat this for the next layer. So again, that's layer number 9. For layer number 10, we're going to do 2 red wool, 4 red concrete, and 2 red wool. Followed up for the 11th layer by 1 red wool, 6 red concrete, and 1 red wool. For the 12th and final layer now, we are going to do 3 red concrete, 2 red wool, and 3 red concrete. So if we back up, it ends up looking something like this. That is the front side of the leg so far, and that is a 12 by 8 rectangle. Now, of course, Piggy is wearing a dress, and it looks a little bit weird right now, just being a flat rectangle. So we're going to add some 3D effects at the bottom to make it look a little more dress-like. Some frills, I guess you would say. So we're going to start off in the bottom left corner, in front of the statue. So again, when I refer to a 3D effect, I mean in front of. We're not replacing, we're not breaking anything, we're building it in front of. We're going to place 1 red wool, 6 red concrete, and 1 red wool. On top of this, we're going to place from left to right 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 4 concrete, 1 wool, 4 concrete, 1 wool, and 1 concrete. And we're going to repeat this for a second layer. So again, that's 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 4 red concrete, 1 red wool, and 1 red concrete. On top of this, on the left side, we're going to leave 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th and 5th block, in the middle, we're going to place 2 red concrete like so. And then we're going to add a second layer of 3D effects. So we're going to start in the bottom left corner, leave a 1 block gap, place 2 red concrete, 2 red wool, and 2 red concrete, and above the 2 red wall, place 2 red concrete. Once you've done that, it ends up looking something like this, and if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. So again, that is the front side of the legs. What we're going to do now is we're going to start making some progress on the front side of the body and the arms. So we're going to move on up first to the body. Front side of the body is going to be a 12 by 8 rectangle, just like the front side of the legs. We're going to start off nice and simple by placing 8 red concrete. What we're then going to do, and this is purely for marking out, is we're going to expand 4 to the left and 4 to the right using white terracotta. So again, 4 to the left and 4 to the right using white terracotta. What this is doing is this is marking out where the hands begin. We're not actually going to build up yet. We'll come back to that in a second. It's just meaning that once we do come back to it, we don't get lost and we know where the body begins. So now that's out the way, what we're going to do is continue with the body. Second layer is going to be 1 red wall, 2 red concrete, 2 red wall, 2 red concrete, and 1 red wall. On top of this, we're going to do 3 layers of 1 red wall, 6 red concrete, and 1 red wall. So again, just to repeat that, that is 1 red wall, 6 red concrete, and 1 red wall. And that is 3 layers in total. So that is the first 5 layers. For the 6th layer now, we're going to place 2 red concrete, 1 red wall, 2 red concrete, 1 red wall, and 2 red concrete. So again, I'll back up, just so you can see, that is the halfway point. On top of this, we're going to place 1 red concrete, 1 red wall, 4 red concrete, 1 red wall, and 1 red concrete. The next layer is going to consist of 8 red concrete. We're then going to place 2 red concrete, 2 red wall, 2 red concrete, 2 red wall, and 2 red concrete. Layer number 10 now is going to be 1 red concrete, 1 red wall, 4 white terracotta, 1 red wall, and 1 red concrete. 11th layer, second to last layer, is going to be 1 red concrete, 6 white terracotta, 1 red concrete, and then the final layer is going to be the exact same, but instead of concrete, we're going to be using wall. Once you've done that, that is your 12 by 8 rectangle complete. That is the front side of the body. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And what we're going to do then now is move on to the arms. Now the arms are very, very basic. It's going to be a 12 by 4, however it's going to be purely white terracotta. So all we're going to do is build up from the original point, which again is on the 13th layer of the build. So if you haven't placed the original 4, it's on the 13th layer of the build, and you're going to go 4 to the left and 4 to the right. Once you've done that, you then build up 11, as I said, so it's going to give us our 12 by 4, 12 tall and 4 wide, and that's once again going to be out of solid white terracotta. If I back up now, you'll see it looks something like this. What we're then going to do is grab ourselves our light grey terracotta. We are going to come to the left hand, to the bottom right corner, and go up diagonal to the left one, punch out this block and replace with a light grey terracotta. On the right side, we're going to go to the bottom left corner, up diagonal to right, replace this one. As you can see, what this does is kind of makes it look a little bit more like Piggy is clenching their fist, and once we build the bat, is going to make it look a bit more reasonable. So if I back up, this is the front side of the statue so far. Again, if you want to pause, it's 24 tall and 16 wide. So again, 4 wide for the arms, each one, and then 8 wide in the middle. What we're going to do now is we're going to start making some progress on the sides of the body, so actually turning into a statue. Starting off, we're going to come to the left side. We're going to expand 1, 2, 3 to the left, and then we're going to build up 11 using red concrete. So 11 using red concrete. This is going to give us our 12 by 4, because of course the first side, this one here, is the 4th block. What we are going to do is replace the top left corner block with 1 red wall, and once you've done that, it ends up looking something like this. The next step we're going to do, in kind of theme with the front side of the statue, is we're going to add some 3D effects and frills at the bottom. So we're going to start off in the bottom left corner by placing 1 red wall, 2 red concrete, and 1 red wall. On top of this, we're going to place 2 layers of 1 red concrete, 2 red wall, 1 red concrete, and then on the final layer, we're going to leave 1 block, we're going to place 2 red wall and leave 1 block. So if you look head on, it looks something like this, and from a corner angle like this. So again, very, very simple. If you want to pause, please do so. Good news is the right side is the exact same. So we're going to head 1, 2, 3 to the right, build up 11 all the way across. That's going to be your 12 by 4. And just like we did on the top right corner, we're going to place one red wall like so. If you back up, looks like this. And just like we did on the other side, we're going to, in the bottom left corner, place one red wall, 2 red concrete, 1 red wall. On top of this, 2 layers of red concrete, 2 red wall, red concrete. And then in the middle, we're going to leave 1 block, place 2 red wall, leave 1 block. So again, head on, looks like this. And from a corner angle, like this. So that is the statue so far. We're going to continue working up on the sides. The next step we're going to be doing is the arms. Very, very self-explanatory. We come to the bottom layer behind the hands, this one here. And we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards all the way across. And what this is going to give us is a 4x4 square. So if you come underneath, you can see it's a 4x4 platform. We're going to do the exact same on this side. And then come around to the side like so. Once you've done this, you'll notice it's a 12x4 rectangle. However, I guess you could say it's like a backwards L at this point. We're going to be filling it in. So the first layer is already done. For the next 3 layers, we're going to be building up 11. And that's going to give us our 12x4. It's as simple as that. So again, if I fill it all the way up to the top, you'll now see that's your 12x4 of white terracotta. And that is the left side of the arm complete. Heading around to the right side, exact same applies. So build up 11 tall, 12 tall in total, and that's going to be your 12x4. So from a corner angle, looks like this, and if I back up, this is the statue at this point. So that's all good and well. We have got the front side, we've got the left side, and we've got the right side. However, and it's a big however, if we come around to the rear side, not so much progress. So that's what we're going to focus on now. We're going to get this out the way, then we'll move on to the bat, and finally the head, and then you'll have your very own lovely piggy statue. So, starting off with the bottom of the legs, the rear side of the legs. The rear side of the legs is going to be a 12x8, so 12 tall and 8 blocks wide. However, and this is a big however, left side, row 1, right side, row 2. That's 2 rows that are already complete. So, this means we're not going to be placing those 2, minus that from the 8. We're going to be placing 6, linking left side to right side. Starting off at the bottom, we are going to do 4 layers of red concrete. So again, that's 4 layers of 6 red concrete. So if I back up, should look something like this. What we're then going to do is we're going to place 1 red concrete. So this is for the 5th layer. We're going to place 1 red concrete. Oh, sorry, 2 red concrete, 2 red wall, and 2 red concrete. On top of this, we're going to place 1 red wall, 1 red concrete, 2 wall, 1 concrete, and 1 wall. And we're going to repeat this once. So again, we repeat that for a second time. On top of this, we're going to place 1 red wall, 4 red concrete, and 1 red wall. So again, just backing up so you can see, that is the 8th layer. For the 9th layer now, we're going to place 6 red concrete, followed by 2 red concrete, 2 red wall, 2 red concrete. Second to last layer now is going to be 1 red wall, 4 red concrete, 1 red wall, and the final layer is going to be 6 red concrete. Backing up, looks like this. That is your 12x8. Of course, like we did at the front side, we're going to go ahead and add some 3D effects at the bottom. Starting off in the bottom left corner, we're going to place 1 red wall, 6 red concrete, 1 red wall. On top of this, we're going to place 1 red concrete, 1 red wall, 4 red concrete, 1 red wall, and 1 red concrete. And as you saw there, I did that for 2 layers. So we're going to do that again for a second time for the 3rd layer. And then for the top bit, we're going to leave a 2 block gap, place 4 red concrete, and leave a 2 block gap. For the next layer, we're going to go to the bottom left corner, leave 1, 2, then place 1 red concrete, 2 red wall, 1 red concrete, and above the 2 red wall, place 2 red concrete. Again, it ends up looking like that. Makes it flow a little bit nicer, makes it look a bit more like a dress than it would be just as a standard kind of red block. So that is the rear side of the legs complete. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And then we're going to move on to the rear side of the body. Rear side of the body, again, following the very similar pattern, red concrete, red wall, majority. It's going to be first layer, 8 red concrete. Second layer is going to be 3 red concrete, 2 red wool, 3 red concrete. Followed by the third layer, which is going to be 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 2 red wool, concrete, wool, and concrete. So again, that is layer number 3. For layer number 4, we're going to do 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 4 concrete, 1 wool, and 1 concrete. And we're going to build this off, or cap it off, should I say, with 1 concrete, 1 wool, 1 concrete, 2 wool, concrete, wool, and concrete. On top of this, what we are going to do is we're going to place 3 red concrete, 2 wool, 3 concrete, followed by wool, 2 concrete, 2 wool, 2 concrete, 1 wool. Next layer is going to be concrete, wool, concrete, 2 wool, concrete, wool, concrete. So again, backing up so you can see. Next layer, this is the final full layer of the red before we start to go into kind of the top of the dress, is going to be 3 red concrete, 2 red wool, 3 red concrete. Next layer, 10th layer, is going to be 2 red concrete, 4 white terracotta, 2 red concrete. And what we're then going to do is on the left side, we build up 2, right side, build up 2, and the remaining 6x2 area in the middle is going to be white terracotta. That's going to bring you all the way up to the top. Feel free to join the front side to the rear side by placing the white terracotta in the middle and linking the 2 sides with red concrete at the front. Doesn't really matter, this will be covered by the head, but it just looks nice to have it completed. So if I go around to the rear side of the statue, right now it looks something like this. Once again, that is a 12x8 area. And if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. With regards to the arms, very, very simple. Again, it's just a case of building up 11 using the white terracotta. In this case, just like we did on the front side, we're going to place on the left arm, or the back, or the left one on the back. I guess I don't know how best to describe that. We're going to come to the bottom right corner, go up diagonal to the left, place 1 light grey terracotta, again continuing the theme of the kind of clenching fist. On the other side, we're going to build up once again 11 using a white terracotta, fill it in solid, and we're then going to go to the bottom left corner, go up diagonal to right, so bottom left, up diagonal to right, punch it out, replace it with light grey terracotta. So if I back up, that is the entirety of the rear side of the statue, and now what we're going to do is fill in the shoulders, build the bat, and then we're going to start make some progress on the head. So with regards to the shoulders, go ahead and fill it all in using white terracotta, nice and simple. Exact same with this side, again that's white terracotta. For backup, this is what the statue looks like so far. For the bat, what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves a few materials. So we are going to grab ourselves the oak wood stairs, the spruce wood stairs, and the wooden trapdoor, or the oak trapdoor, depending on what platform you're on. So we're going to start off by coming to the left arm here. Just above the light grey terracotta, we're going to place a spruce wood stair facing towards the right side. We're then going to place one towards the left, underneath, down to the left, and to the right, down to the right. What we're then going to do is the exact same pattern, just using oak wood stairs in front of it. So again, if back up, it should look something like this. What we're then going to do is build a 2x2 square of oak planks. On top of this, or should I say bringing it forwards, we're going to extend it 5 blocks forwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can see the bat's kind of got the handle, then the majority of the bat, and then the way we're going to do this is we're going to thin it out at the end. So starting in the top right corner, we're going to go 1 to the left. We're then going to come around to the front and place a normal facing stair like so. Come around to the right, or the left side, 1 to the left, and a front facing one, so it gives you this kind of curved edge at the end. We're going to repeat this underneath, so side, front, side. As you can see, it gives us this kind of curved edge of the bat. And at what this point you can do is, if you want to, and again this is completely optional, is you can place wooden trapdoors. So leave the first oak plank, place a row of 3, like so, and above, 1 block gap, 3, place them all up, and do this all the way around the bat. So again, it's just kind of almost like that grip going around the bat, gives it a bit of detail. Make sure you do it once again on the underside. This is completely optional, up to you if you want to add it or not, or if you want to keep it just with the plain oak planks, you're more than welcome to do so. So this is the front side of the bat. Now, of course, what we want to do, and I'll show you what, again, it looks like without the trapdoors, is you want to keep this theme running through to the rear side. So once you finish this, as you can see, that's what it looks like without the trapdoors. More than welcome to do whatever you feel is best. We're going to come around to the rear side of the statue, to the rear side of the same arm, and just like we did before, above the light grey terracotta, we're going to place a spruce wood stair facing towards the left, underneath, behind, and normal, like so. And we're going to expand this backwards too, so we do the exact same twice more. So again, the same pattern. And then we're going to place a 2x2 square of oak planks. Just like we did before, you can then go ahead and round the edges, place trap doors, and that's going to give you your bat. So again, really, really cool. If you want to adjust it slightly, please feel free to do so as you feel is best. But from a side angle, it should look something like this. So that is the statue so far. I'm going to get rid of the wood, and we'll grab back some of the materials we're going to be using on the head. At this point, that's the body of the statue complete. So we're now going to move on to the head and start making some progress. Starting off, we're going to come around to the front side. We're going to come to the front left corner of the shoulder, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, place white terracotta, bring it 2 blocks forwards. On the right side, which will be this red wall here, we're going to go up 2 forwards, and then we're going to link in the middle by placing a 6x2 area of white terracotta. Go to the side, expand 5 backwards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exact same on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Link in the middle, 6x2 area, and what this is going to give us is an 8x8 platform. So this is the top side of the head. Again, if you want to pause, you're more than welcome to do so. This is going to be the V template, so the head overall is going to be an 8x8x8 cube. So we've got front side, left side, right side, and rear side. The front side is the only side with any real detail, so we're going to get this out of the way first. First layer, as you can see, is 8 white terracotta. Second layer is going to be 1 pink terracotta, 6 white terracotta, 1 pink terracotta. On top of this, we're going to place 8 white terracotta. We're then going to place 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 4 white terracotta, 1 black wool, 1 black concrete powder. Next layer, 5th layer, is going to be 1 red wool, 1 red concrete powder, 4 white terracotta, 1 black concrete powder, 1 black wool, and on top of this we're going to do 3 layers of 8 white terracotta. So once again, that's 3 layers of 8 white terracotta. If I back up, it should look something like this currently. What we're then going to do is come to the second layer, 3rd block from left. We're going to place a row of 4 white terracotta as a 3D effect. We're then going to place 1 magenta, 2 white terracotta, and 1 magenta directly above it. So that's the front side of the face. If you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Going around to the other sides, what we're going to do is following the path we built around before, we're going to build up 7 all the way around. So each side of the head is going to be an 8x8 square. So again, it's going to be plain white terracotta, simple case, and a bit tedious of just going all the way around, and then eventually you'll loop around to the rear side, as you can see right here, then eventually the right side, and that's going to give you all the different parts. Fill in the top using white terracotta, which I'll do afterwards, and then that is the majority of the work done, and we're just left with the ears. So again, you can see here, just a case of up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, all the way around, and that's going to give you your 8x8. So that is the right side, we have the rear side, the left side, and then of course the top. So fill in the top, as I said before, with white terracotta. This is once again going to give you an 8x8 area. And once you've done that, that is the majority of the work complete. So that leaves us with one final thing left to do, and that is to build the ears. So what we're going to do for the ears is we're going to come to the left side. We're going to count in at the front, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place 2 white terracotta. We're going to do the exact same on the right side. So place 2 white terracotta, 3 blocks in. So there's a 3 block gap at the front, 3 block gap at the rear. We're then going to expand up 1, We're then going to expand to the left one, and down one. We're then going to expand this all one block further to the left, so 1, 2, 3 layers in total, and it's essentially a 3x3 square times 2, of course just with the bottom right corner blended into the head. We're going to repeat this on the right side, so up 1, to the left, down, down, to the right, up, up, and that's going to be the shape it's going to give you. And once you've done that, that is the statue complete. That is your Piggy statue from Roblox. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my arm and I'll fly around to give you guys a few opportunities to pause. So again, please use that wisely. But yeah, pretty much, hopefully you enjoyed this statue. If you did, let me know down in the comment section below or by leaving a like on the video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see any more of these statues in any way, any of the other characters, let me know. And again, we can work on them and get them out as quickly as possible. Again, if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing to the channel with notifications on. And if you play Fortnite or you purchase anything in the Epic Games Store, use my support a creator code. So that's Gummy, Gummyyy. So Gummy with 3 M's and 3 Y's. And every time you purchase anything, that's being a dance, that being a battle pass, anything at all, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but I get a small cut and it helps me make videos as a job. So really appreciated all those that have been supporting recently. I've noticed a massive uprise, so again, really do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to leave the video off here. Once again, thank you for watching. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light